Hi, I'm Alena Larsson. Today I'll show you how to make the front of a felted pillow. We need bubble wraps. We need a clear plastic where you can draw a pattern for your front of pillowcase. We need two extra clear plastic. We need a cotton cheese for base, and it need have size of your pattern. Of course, we need a wool. I like used corriday wool in a bud or corriday wool in a roving. You can use any kind of wool, but not 19 micron or 16. You need only 21 micron or higher. We need a raw fleece, what you like. I work with blue face, Leicester. I work with Romney. I like with Wensleydale in gray color. Blue face Leicester, white, long wool Leicester, white, and some Gotland fleece. Gotland fleece, a gray color. You can use any fleece what you like, but before you start work, you need to make a sample. And when you made a sample, you will understand how your fleece will looking after you finished your project. Of course, we needed some tools for felting. I like used this tool for massage. Special tool, clean your fleece. Water with the soap. On first stage I used just dish soap. Clear water. And some. Before we start use our fleece for our project, we need to clean this fleece from some dry stuff and separate all locks what we will use. It's keep our time from mostly interesting work. It's like decor for now our pillows. So we take it whole piece of raw fleece, and you can see it comes with many different locks, and we need separate this. We take top and carefully pull down. After this we can see some dry stuff what we take off, some fluffy stuff. We don't need this, so we just pull down and throughout, or keep for other project. And more clear you will make it this, more easy and fast you will work with decor. Even you can see second cut. We don't need this, so this is go out. And now you see clean, nice looking locks for our project. Blue face Leicester. It has very long curves, little with dry stuff, but it's easy. Hold top and carefully pull up, and you can see nice curling. The same. When you clean your fleece, you can separate long and short. When you will be ready with all your fleece what you need, we can start made a base for our pillows. You can see how it looks nice, beautiful. Now we start prepare base. We put clear plastic, bubble wraps, then on the bubble wraps we put clear plastic with our patent. Then we put extra clear plastic, and for protecting from moving, we just spray cup in place with clear water, so our extra plastic doesn't move, and we will have all the time correct size for our pillows. After this, we put a cheesecloth and spray with clear water. Now we're ready laying wool. I used a wool roving. It's Corriedale. It's around 24 microns. We will put our wool in 2 layers. One will be horizontal and second will be vertical. So we start from end and go over. Second need to be like 30% over first line. Or you can look on your collar and you can understand is it correct amount of wool everywhere. If it's a little lighter, you can put a little extra and make all the same color. This will be first. Okay, and now we finished our first layer, and we can start second, and second it's opposite first to first. So first layer I made the horizontal. Now we will do vertical. If you can see some light spot, you can just take small amount of wool and put on this little lighter space if you're thinking it's not there. Now we start second layer. First was horizontal, so now it will be vertical. And I like keep edges on one direction. You can see this is vertical, so we will use 2 layers vertical. On this side will be 2 layers horizontal. Before we forget, we will do horizontal layer just on edge of our pillowcase, like this, the same like we did first layer. And now we can do vertical. We start this side. It's a little tricky first. We start like this, and now it will be easy. 30% overlap, and do all this the same on over your patent. Try use the same amount of wool what you used for first layer. If you cannot understand how many you need for each layer, so you can delete whole wool what you will use for two separate parts and used one for one layer, second for another layer. Just finishing up, and we will start fun project decor and work with fleece. Now after you finish lay all your wool, don't use too much because we will have work with raw fleece, so it's extra wool and we don't need to have very strong surface with our pillows. Now we will spray just with clear water, just a little, pull down a little our wool. We can use mosquito screen. You can see a little different color on the wool. It shows you that it's enough clear water. Now we use mosquito screen.
Could you move that water thing a little bit more? Yeah, thanks.
Now we used mosquito screen and cover all our wool. After that, we use soapy water. It's like 2 tablespoons soap, dish soap for 1 liter of water, and made wet. Now after you put soap or water and soap, you push down and make wet all layers of wool and your base with cheesecloth. Everything must be very, very wet.
Okay.
Not too much, but it must be enough that you can do your decor. Now we finished, made very wet. You can see if it's enough water. When you press down, you can see bubbles go through your finger. If it's too much water, we can take off extra water with tile. I will show you how we do this. You just take a tile, put power, don't press. You can see where we have extra water. Take off and you're ready. Start your decor. Fun playtime. You take off your mosquito screen. You can see a little frizz wool on edges, so we don't need this. What we can do, you just take work with your finger and make very nice clear. And do this around. It will help you keep your work all the time square and on correct size that you need. Just quickly. You can see how nice looking edge. Before we start work with fleece, we need to put extra plastic and show exactly correct place where we start work. This is help for us keep a free place from fleece, and because we will stitch with back side of pillowcase after we finished all our work, and do this over 4 sides. Now everything ready. We start from long locks, because if you will put short locks and then long will close your short locks and you cannot see anything. So better way, start work with mostly long locks what you found for your work. For this, what we need to do, we need to open one end where it was close to the sheepskin and put all this on your wool base, around 3/4 inch. It must lay on a wool base. Do this for all locks what you have and prepare. Very close to each other. And we will work all side, and then it will be our first line. This is our last and first line of fleece locks, and we will start make it second. You can use all the same wool, or you can use different. Do your own design how you want, what you want to receive and see on your pillows. Second layer, you can use the same or different. I will use that first the same couple, and then I will use different fleece. I will show you the same way. Open cutting edge and put a little, like less than 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, all these edges on a wool surface. Press down. For this you need have soapy water and made wet. It will help put more quickly all locks. And I want to use a couple different. Make a little fluffy. On a corner I will use Romney the same way. Open edges, give a little ear, and put closed on a wall, 1/4 inch. The same. Check that all edges touch wool surface. It will help fast and easy folding. And do this over and over again. It's a little thick lock, so we can split two. Open edge and put on a wool base and press. And you can do this all second layer, and then you can do how many layers you want. All about your design. You can use the long locks, short locks, different color I will use with my some white locks. I will show you it's the same way. This is blue face Leicester. It's long, nice looking. The same. This is very thin. You don't need. You can just take scissors and cut. Make all the same level. Open edges. And put in place where you want. The same. Open and put. Now I finished work with my edges, and I move to the middle of my pillowcase, and I marked the territory where I will put fleece with a couple of different yarn. It's polyester and it's alpaca with acrylic. It helped me understand where it will be placed full with fleece and where will be just decor. For the middle of my pillowcase I will use the short fleece. I like work with Gotland. It's very short but give very nice curling looking after we finish felting. The same way how we work with long fleece, we just take each lock, open edges, and put them in place where you want scissors. At first, 2/3 of inch go right on your wool surface. All similar like we do with long locks. It don't need to be the same design like mine. You can use your own. You can put over, but or maybe just less than me. It's up to you. Second layer we do the same. Don't forget open edges, and they all must be on the roll. And let's go like 1/4 of inch. On the roll base. And do this all over where you want. Have very nice curling locks. When you put your locks on surface, press very good with your finger. If it's not enough water, you can just use soapy water and put a little on edges. It's made very flat, and you can see where you can put more if you want. You can move a little, make more tight. And take this. I will do this all from this side to another side, and then I will show what we will do. This is the end of our middle. For this place I used a very fat crewing piece of Gotland fleece, so I open all edges, make like a little ball, and then I will just put vertical on place where it need to be, and it's almost done. I see little space right here, so I needed one more
Okay,
piece.
put it real close. Yeah, there you go.
So I do the same. Open edges, And you can see how fat it is. It covers all what we need, and you cannot find where it two sides come together. It will be nice after we finish felting. Okay, now we will make design on our flat places. You can see some yarn, it's acrylic yarn and some alpaca, 20% alpaca, 80% acrylic. So it's give a very nice texture on our surface. Plus we will cover all this with fleece locks. For this we made little spread. It come like this, you know, and we little spread each piece and put how we want. I want closed right this, put flat. I see it's not enough wet, so it doesn't stay where I need. I take extra water, the soap, made very wet, and press with my finger. Now it's ready, and I can see how it's work. Second piece, the same, spread a little, take off all stuff that you don't like it. And put closed to the first. Remember, top side of your fleece of your locks must be on the top of edges, so it needs to be covered like this. The same, press with finger. I want to have a little different locks, a little curly. Do the same, open the skin. So what we have, light end, we put on the top of end with by the skin. And when you do this, you can cover all edges, what you can see open from wet before. And work like this all over. You can use again different fleeces, different color, combine how you want. Press with your finger, put extra water if it doesn't want to stay in place where you want, and put on like maybe 30, sometimes 50% over first piece, because when we start felting it will shrink, and if you don't do this you can see just open space from your base, but I don't think you will like it. And we will work like this, cover all. I want to put a little white, usually it will be a little very light gray color. After felting this is better. All the same, it's a little too much. If you open too much, you just put together. And again, you can see open space. It's not enough. I won't cover all this with my fleece. So I do like some little glue. Now again we can use this little fat. This is Wednesday. It's a little heavy, but it must give very nice texture when we finished. And this is very long, so we can do some little different thing with this. And I used raw fleece, so it was lanolin. So you can use just what soapy water. This how you want, only remember put end of your lock on the top of other side where it was the skin, by the skin. Because this part where it was by the skin all the time must lay on a wool base. It helps keep together all your work. I finished all my design, so what we need to do next, make everything very wet. We work with raw fleece, it has a lot lanolin and need a lot good soapy water. When you made wet, we will press down this place. Now you need the gloves. Usually you need to work with gloves all the time. Press down. Very nice. Raw fleece need a lot soapy water. I have locks on the middle, and when I start felting, it will lay flat, and it can stuck with my surface, what I don't want. So I will mix some plastic, put closed, and it will keep my beautiful locks from felting together with base. After this, we try to press down a little everything. If you feel that it's not enough water, we can give a little extra. And if you like all your design, or if you don't like something, it's time change. You can take off some lots what you don't like, or put some extra, because after this, when we start rolling, it cannot be possible to change anything. Now we have extra plastic, big piece, and we will cover our plastic. second plastic on the top. This very good. Very clean. We need to flip all this, so what we will do, I will show you how it's possible to do this when you don't have a help. Better to work with some help and we can help you. We just spray it all over. Work like glue with polymer plastic. Both sides. Everywhere where it's possible. Power. You don't lose anything. Now what we're doing, we hold all the work carefully and flip, not break. Okay, and flip over very quickly. Now we don't need our first plastic with pattern. We don't need this. Next step, we will take off second and make wet more everything. And then we will put back this plastic. At first we will work a little with our hand. We will use mosquito screen, cover all our work. Press down everything. If You see some places not enough water, just give extra. That's good. And we will wait a couple minutes by hand. Do very carefully. Don't press too much. Hard, just a little, soft and easy. You can see how our soft wax made a lot of bubbles. This is mostly not enough water, so we can use to add water. And you can see I don't put water on my legs. They must stay dry without any soap more long how it can be possible. A little more with him. Very soft, just make a little bubbles. Now we will take off mosquito screen and we'll put our plastic bag. Plastic must be very tight with your work. With pure, no any air on the plastic. Now I will put bubble wraps back, but if you will do more carefully than me, plastic can stay on the table when you flip first time. Now flip back. And it's ready to roll. You can check if something go away from space where you want to be. So you can just, I see a little over there, so we can change. Easy, no problem. It can happen because everything was a little dry. Okay, this is good. This place I see little something what I don't like. Checking. It's good. On the top everything I like. Now we're rolling. We have a, what's the name for this? It was
Foam rubber roller.
It's for swimming.
Yeah.
It's pool. What's the name for this?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
We will use old tile. It will help for us rolling. You need to tight this. You can use different things. Mostly women used. Hold some stuff. It's up to you how you can do this. When I'm rolling, I like do this without gloves. It give better pressure. We will rolling 100 times on each side, so it will be 400 times altogether. Every 100 we will open, look, flip, and do more rolling, 400 times. Rolling, I do like this. At first it must be soft, you don't need too much pressure. And your hand move from one edge to the middle. And then go back to the end. So now we will open and make this from another side. never found how this name. It's better to have two. So you can see how it's easy doing this side. You can stretch a little, that we don't need any changes. The same. One hundred times. Okay. I finished rolling 400 times. So now we will flip on the back and we'll check in what we have over there. Take your plastic. Make stretch a little, and you can see that fleece start to go through. Can you show this more close, please? If it's enough rolling, you will see fleece go through all our base and pattern. And I see it start back, so now I can work a little quickly with hands, and we will flip and checking our locks. I like use, still on this stage, I like use plastic. Back. We can check how strong our wax. This is a Gotland Gotland usually felting very quickly, so I think it's ready, but we will check. Be carefully because it can fall. It can fall out. Let's stay strong. This is not enough. It just starts little, and this you can check this. This is good. This is Gotland too. Gotland very easy work with. Now we will check. Blue face looks like that too. So what I would like to do now, I will open all these locks, put up, separate very carefully. And we will do this very often, 2-3 times before we finish felting all together. Be very patient and don't put up too hard. Just separate how you can each layer what you did. After I put up all my locks, I put back in place. Now it's not strong enough clean all this, so we need to work with on the back side. And now we will work all the time only on back side. So put back plastic. Take off this plastic and we don't need any more plastic on the back. So now what we will do, we will work with our hand, and you can see it's not enough soap because our fleece was very dirty with lanolin and it's eating all soap, so we can put a little extra soap and start with this hand. And if you have tools, like I show you for massage, using other tools, helping, we can use this and work maybe 15-20 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. Check if it will be strong enough that you can put stronger your locks. We can clean all this with clear water. After you will clean, you bring back on the table, and again you need to separate all locks. And do this all the time, more often how you can, so you will have nice looking long locks. First like this with the hand, then I use tools. It's help felting. Then again with hand on different direction. Then again with tools, and like maybe 10-15 minutes. And then you can wash, separate locks, put more new soap. You can use hard soap or the same soap for dishwash. And do a couple stages when you will have correct size what you need. It will be finished. My size it 18 by 18 inches. One more thing, when you felting, you need a keep square. You can see it's a little not square. So what we do, we work with this corner on this direction, and it will make very nice looking. This is my work after second wash. So now all locks stuck on with base very hard, and I will show what we can do now. You pulled up each one separate lock. You can do this very hard because it's very strong now, and stretch a little. Pulled up and stretch. This is short. It's easy with short, and you can see how strong this is. Now we have a long curling locks. At first we pulled up couple very strong. So now separate each one and straight little. And when you do this, I use just my nails. You can see when you will stretch, you can see some loose pieces. It's very important take off this on this stage, because if you don't do this, they will felting inside, and we will have not very nice looking locks after we finished. And now you don't worry about that it can fall apart. No, it's strong and just clean like this. And I want to show you one more. On inches I used big fat locks, but after washing they start fall apart. You can see it was one, now it's couple. So what we do, we just help them separate and stretch them again. So it start belong how it was, and you can see different. And after you finished, they will come back to the curling stage. But now it's, you can see how long is this, and why they start smaller, because inside they have some loose hair, and they try felting inside, and we don't need this. So remember, pulled up, separate. You can see how easy. Separate and straight, and take off all free hair, and voila, with all this each separate locks. And after this we can finish the same with smooth soap, only on the back side. We will turn on back side, used soap, and finished. I need only 2.5 inches for finish my work. All done. It has size what I want, 18 inches by 18 inches, plus it has extra for stitching with back of pillow. And you can see how nice looking our locks. But after washing I will work one more time with my locks, make sure that all separate, all shape what I like it. And don't be afraid if you will lose some when you work with locks during felting. I will show you big bowl what I have after cleaning and working with my locks. Even I won't show you that couple I lose, but now after I finished everything, you cannot see where it happened. So it's okay, you can lose couple. At first I will clean with clear water, then I put on a sink regular dish soap for closed and keep maybe 1 or 2 hours in this very hot soapy water, and you will see how many dirt will go away. And after this, couple time with clear water, and that's it. And don't forget to work with your locks one more time before you put this food dry. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helps you working with raw wool and long locks.